Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, your home for all content Lord of the Rings home. Today, I want to talk about the fact that I just hit level 60 on my free-to-play account. I think it was probably a day or two ago. And I just want to give you an account update for my free-to-play account, where I'm at, what I'm going to focus on moving into the future. It's pretty simple, actually. And maybe this isn't what you want to hear if you are a free-to-play account person as well, but I am gunning for Elrond. So the way I'm doing that is I actually do one refresh, 125 gem refresh on Arwen and Elodin every day when I can. So I save my gems for that. I basically just do one guild refresh and 3 normal energy refreshes, right? Every day, and then I have to have an additional 50 gems available for me to be able to do the Elodin and Arwen refresh. I'm kind of on track right now. They'll be 4-star soon. I think if Elrond comes back kind of October, mid-October, late October, then I will be in a good place. If it comes back at the end of September, then I think I'm hosed. But either way, if they announce that he's coming back at the end of September, I'll stop doing my refreshes, but I will keep farming all of my elves up. I'm going to keep farming them until they hit 7 stars because it's, you know, the one thing we know that requires a legendary unlock are elves. And Elrond is a great team. Rivendell elves are probably the best raid team at the moment, right? Like, by far. So it's definitely worth having. Even if, you know, everybody in your arena shard is going to be getting, let's say, the Witch King, which is maybe a counter to Rivendell elves, it's still worth getting Elrond, in my opinion, just because then you're not really behind. You're going to get a great raid team, but also, like, in arena, imagine, okay, now people have Elrond, you don't have Elrond, and you probably don't have the Witch King either because most free-to-play players don't have the resources to get a legendary the first time around. So then you're kind of like 2 legendaries behind, if that makes sense, right? And we don't know what the Witch King unlocks are. It's been data mined that it's been Haradrim for a long time now, but I don't. It's been a long time, so I don't know if they're going to mix it up and change that. The Haradrim have also been out for a little while, so they're probably going to become farmable within the next month, probably October, I think, because they'll move to shipment soon, and then they'll go to farmable the month after that, I think. So maybe it'll be Haradrim. I'm not sure. Either way, I know what Elrond requires, so I'm going for Elrond, and I know what Elrond can do because I play him on my main account, right? So my goal right now is actually just to get all of my Rivendell elves up to 60, up to gear 8, and then start working on their skills. Unfortunately, I've decided, and I'm not sure why, but I have decided that I am going to, for the time being, focus on getting Pippin to 5 stars. Didn't have him unlocked a few days ago, and I've basically been dumping all of my guild energy into Pippin. I think I'm going to get him to 5 stars and then stop. I do think he's a really great plug-and-play character, so I kind of wanted to take my own advice that I was telling people you should probably have both Pippin and Naramiri. I'm taking my own advice. But that means that I currently am not getting a lot of purple ability mats, which is not really hurting me at the moment, but I think it will crunch me in the long term. Here I am in Arena. I usually sit in Mithril 2, and then I can push myself up into Mithril 1, get the 248, and then let people push me down back into Mithril 2. I'm not having a lot of trouble here. This is actually, it's just an excellent team. 7-star Ugluk, 7-star Ironhide really carry me. My Aemir is actually, both my Aemir and Strider are 6 stars. Right, Strider's 6 stars. He's not going to get 7 for a while, but Aemir is well on his way to 7 stars. He's incredible. Especially once you just get him completely maxed. So I'm not too worried about my arena team at the moment. Mostly working on stars there. I'll probably get some skills up when I can. But that's kind of why I was like, okay, maybe I have a little bit of time to take Pippin down up to 5 stars at the moment. I also just have an excess of gold. The reason for that is, 1, I don't have any purple ability materials to upgrade skills. 2, I don't have any promotions I can do. As soon as I do have a promotion, I just promote them because I've got the gold for it. And 3, I don't have the XP to level anybody up. So I just have this excess of gold, which is fine for right now. Basically, the only things I'm farming are the elves. So that's mainly what my priority is. So we can just go through it real quick. So I get Arwen, obviously do that one refresh. Tordok, no interest in that. I think the only other thing I have in light side, it's crazy because I basically farm so many of these nodes in my main account. And I just do none of them on my account here. I am doing Morja. I'm going to get Morja up to 5 stars, then stop. Grimlers I have at 5 stars, so I stopped. Aowen I have at 5 stars, and I've stopped there. And then, yep, 5 stars for Dunhar. And so I think the only other big thing in the light campaign is I do... So obviously do Elodin here. And I think the only other big one might be... Oh, okay, so it's Ajak. And he is pretty close to 4 stars. I'm going to take him up to 5 stars as well, and then I'll stop there and reassess what I want to do. I'm considering taking all of my Isengard up to 7. I like playing them on my free-to-play account. I think they're a great team. Super free-to-play, accessible, and friendly. And, you know, I already have Ugluck and Ironhide at 7 stars, so maybe it's worth it. I'm not sure. And then, yeah, of course, Lomian I'm also getting up there. So Lomian's a little bit behind, and I'm not doing refreshes on him at the moment. My kind of reasoning there is, well, I can't afford it, so focus on Arwen and Elodin first, and then if I need to rush at the end, I can take those extra gems and kind of just focus them into Lomian instead. That's kind of where I'm at there. In terms of raids, let's just check where I'm at. Let's go personal rewards. So I did about 900k in this last chapter 1 of the raid. This is actually the first raid where, you know, I've been level 60 and I could almost pretty much immediately go up to difficulty 3 in both my Isengard squad and my Rohan squad. I'm not scoring 600 points, obviously, but I'm getting like 350 or 400 or whatever, and that's good enough. And then I'm gonna, you know, I'm currently actively working on getting my Rivendell squad up, so I'm gonna focus on Elodin first, and then I'm gonna do Elra here, and then I'm gonna do Arwen. And I think that's kind of my 3rd raid squad at the moment. I think that is also going to become a more stable difficulty 2, so that'll kind of bring me up. My goal is to get about 1 million points here. Probably in the next 2 weeks, that's what my goal is. I am curious, I am wondering whether I need to add a 4th raid team. I might do that with maybe the Gondor. Maybe I'll just do like a little baby Gondor squad in my free-to-play account and see how that goes. I'm not entirely sure yet. I haven't thought a whole lot about it, but... So that's what I'm doing in Chapter 1. Obviously, much better than the points you get in Chapter 2. I think my Chapter 2 score is in the dump. It's pretty abysmal. That's Chapter 1. I don't know why it didn't. You gotta slide all the way over. Okay, is that far enough? Let's do rewards. Yeah, so like 300k less, right? Not great. I really got to work on it. I didn't do as well this time around. My Isengard squad is able to max out difficulty 2 for Chapter 2. And I think maybe I got to work on my Rohan squad to do that. But either way, getting my elves up is going to help get another difficulty 2 team. Then I got to think about adding another difficulty 1 team just to kind of get that extra, you know, 40 to 80k or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at in raids. Working on my Chapter 2 is probably the biggest thing. I'm over 500k, which is good because that's what you need to get into Chapter 3. But I might just do a Gondor squad just because I'm not really doing them on my main account. Kind of want to see how they play. Obviously, I'm not going to have them at any sort of high level, but it could be fun. And I think they'll do okay in Chapter 1, and I think they'll do decent in Chapter 2. I can at least cannibalize them and make some sort of Ranger squad, which I've done on my main account, where I use Halbarad, Faramir, Strider, Legolas, and one other... that I am forgetting the name of. Oh, and Bekaloo, just for the cleanse. But that's kind of where I'm at in my free-to-play account. Pretty happy with it, actually. I'm pretty happy with my arena placement, pretty happy with my raid progress. I'm just really hoping that Elrond comes out at the end of October, or mid-October probably at the earliest for me, and then I'm going to get Elrond, and then I'm just going to juice that team as high as I can so that I can perform a lot better in raids, and then I think that's going to basically propel me forward in all other aspects of the game. If you found this video entertaining or useful at all, please hit the subscribe button if you have not already. We're making a big push to 1,000 subscribers. I've been saying it in every single video, and as soon as we hit 1,000, I will stop saying it. But I very much appreciate you all coming and watching the videos and engaging with me. We have very high engagement on pretty much all of the videos. and people are coming into the Discord, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a pretty meteoric rise for this channel. Definitely nowhere near where I thought it was going to be. And let me know if you want to see more video updates about my free-to-play account. I think people are really interested in this because it is a free-to-play perspective on the game, and I think I'm doing an okay job at it so far. But with that, take it easy.